Okay, here's what's gonna happen. So if you're like me, you're a Musescore user, and you have no idea what's going on with anything Musescore. You try looking at forums, you try looking online, and for the most part, you have this one guy telling you from Musescore what to do based on the forum that you're on. It could be from Musescore 2, still could be from Musescore 1 point whatever, but there's not a lot of stuff from Musescore 3, even though it's like been out for a year or so. That being said, I'm sure I'm not the only one who needs to dive deep into the Musescore forums and just figure out what to do, or just click random buttons on my computer, and hopefully what I want to do works. So I'm doing these videos because I know I'm not the only one who needs help with making their pieces look professional and not having your what would be your classmates, your grad students, or your band members have their eyes burn out of their sockets when you give them sheet music from you, which has not happened yet, but I know one day it will. I'm sorry. Hopefully this turns into like a small mini series to help people out, depending on if this actually works for all of you. But I know for a fact it works for me, and I want to make a video so that you can use Musescore for free and make it seem like you're using Finale or Sibelius, which are a lot of money, and I know they're great, but we can't afford it. This video in particular is about how to make your sheet music look professional by having an even number of measures per stave per line. You know what I mean, and they'll show you in the video. Let's go over to my computer and just show you what I do. Alright, this is a tune that I was going to do for a video, but never ended up turning out. It just was not feasible at the time, so who knows if I'll use it again. This is a good example, or one good example, of how to make your score look professional. This is obviously the big score, my rough draft, I guess you can say. And at the top here, I have trombone 1, 2, 3, and 4, exactly how it is right here on the side. So, look, there's my score, right? But look at, you have 10, 19, 28. It's like in, I guess, measures of 9, which is not, like, you can't really tell where the double bar lines are, or, you know, how to phrase things. It's really just basic stuff. If you don't want your players to, let's say, burn their eyes out like I was talking about, how do you make it so that your score looks professional? Well, there's a couple things. So let's say you want all your staves to be the same couple of measures, right? In that case, you're going to go up here to Format and go to Add or Remove System Breaks. Now look, it highlights everything for you. I could scroll, but I can't right now. It highlights everything for you, and it says Break Systems. Well, you have 3 different things to do. You can break systems in every X amount of measures. It goes up and it goes down. You can add system breaks at the end of each system, or you can remove the current selected breaks, which just happens when you want to just scratch everything out. Let's say you want a certain number of measures per section. Let's say 6. 6 is kind of, I guess, nice. It all depends on how you want to phrase things, right? Let's go every 6 measures. Hit OK. Bam. First of all, everything is spread out more. And you have these things here. This just shows your layout break right here. It looks nicer. It's not great, however, it's a start. But let's say you want to make your own. Let's go back here, right? Let's say you want to make your own. This is your pickup measure. Let's do. I think the melody stops, if I remember right here. So the melody is about 8 bars, I think. So let's do 8 bars. Let's do Format that. Oops. Let's go. Here we go. Format. Let's go 8 bars. Right? This is what you get now. But now let's see. So I had this measure here as bar number 1 per se. So now the pickup notes are there, which is fine if you want to do that. But let's say, you can actually choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you have these 8 here, and you can format. Let's do 8. Bam. So now your pickup note is here, and now you can keep doing it like that, which is what I do, because sometimes, and I'll show you an example, sometimes I want 8 measures, sometimes I want 4, depending on how things are structured. And look how nice that is, right? So your pickup note is here, and if you had letter numbers, if you had double bar lines, like you said, it'll show up a lot nicer. And you can do that, and it won't change anything for this on your main score. It'll just be here on the score you're working on. Let's say you're working on, let's say, a huge score like jazz ensemble or concert band, something like that, or brass ensemble, something with a lot more players. This is a tune I did, which hopefully gets played, called Swagger on the Rocks, right? And if you look at this, see, it's a huge score, a lot of different players, right? But look how nice these look. I mean, it's basically the beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? I have my letter numbers here, wherever I wanted them to be, right? I can go to the Barry sax line. I did it exactly how I wanted to. I want 2 and 2, 2 and 2. This is 8 measures here, but however, I believe, yeah, these are 16 measures. So I made sure to select 16 measures and then, make a system break. And I did it like trumpet, so I made it like this. There's a lot of different ways you can do it, but all I did was format, add, remove system breaks, and look, I'm not going to do it now, but you can remove it. You can do however many you want. Alright, well, that's exactly it. And let me tell you this, I spent hours trying to figure out how to do that. I looked in forums, I googled stuff, and nothing was showing up. I asked some of my professors how to do it. They don't use Musescore, they use Finale or Sibelius. And I tried to submit a piece for a competition, and I wanted to make it look nice so that I knew what I was doing, or maybe it seemed like I knew what I was doing. You can have an amazing score, an amazing piece that will blow millions of people away, but if it doesn't look right, no one's going to want to play. If you're like me, who has like $5 in their bank account, you need Musescore, and you want it to make your stuff to send to players. Maybe you're doing videos during quarantine, whatever you got to do. You need to make it look professional. And that's one of many tips, but it took me hours to find that. Hours. For no reason. If you like these videos, leave a like, and I'll probably do more of these. They're not secrets, because they're in the program, but they're so hidden, and I use these when I need to make my score look nicer, which is half the battle, like I've been saying. Thanks for watching the video. See you next time.